Biden with. Now, look, I've always said I'm not a big fan of nicknames. I think that we're above all of this, particularly the President of the United States. I think it's pretty childish and gauche, maybe, as my lifelong Republican grandmother used to say. But in the interest of fun today, I've decided that what we're going to do is go around the room and see what you would suggest if you were in the Trump campaign. What would you suggest to them for the nickname for Joe Biden, and why? I'm going to start with you, Jesse, because I feel like you're going to have something good.
I don't know who this lady is.
I go with Stupid Joe. Stupidity really encompasses everything that you're really trying to get across.
Dementia Joe.
You know, that's obviously an energy issue and a competency issue, but stupidity encapsulates
Joe Mr. Magoo.
his decision-making, his bad instincts, his record, his voting, his brain, his language.
Where's Hunter Joe?
Stupidity umbrella. So I would go with Stupid Joe if we're seriously doing this.
I'm immediately regretting doing this, but we're going to
Hayden Biden.
Dana, I hope you're going to be nicer.
No, well, I'm not going to do it, but I mean, nice try. But I've never liked the nicknames either, and look, that's President Trump's thing, and if he thinks that he needs to figure out a different way to define Joe Biden, he may be right. Joe Biden has benefited from the news cycle, being that the president is dealing with multiple crises all at once: health, racial strife, and economic problems stemming just from the pandemic,
right,
and trying to figure out a way to run an election in an election year where he's got to figure out a way to flip some states, and everything looks great in February. I think that the campaign, the more that they can spend some resources to help define Joe Biden, in whatever way they're going to decide. But I would say this: the other day when they're airing this out in the press on background, one of the things that they say is that they want to say that Joe Biden was too tough on crime when it came to the crime bill, but that now he's too beholden to the left and not tough enough on crime. Like, you're going to have to make a decision and drive forward.
Right, so let's actually stick on this, Dana, because you brought up some really good points, and so much has happened between the pandemic and obviously the national conversation on race, but we haven't seen a whole lot of Joe Biden out there on the campaign trail, just by virtue of the fact that there's a limitation on what a lot
He's
of people
old.
do. Emily, do you think this is a good strategy? Or
He's got underlying
conditions.
conditions.
Not being out there as much as maybe Donald Trump is on the campaign trail. Do you think that's actually helping him?
I think it would behoove the Biden campaign to create a more substantive strategy for him moving forward, especially in these final months before the election. I think that the slump in the polls, they're real, but I think they're being overblown for the Trump camp. And I think the summer before elections is often sort of filled with the hand-wringing and consternation of the donor class and the establishment. You know, they're always second-guessing their nominee. But that doesn't mean that
There's a certain
doesn't
malaise.
have work in front of them. I think it would be really great if they gave Americans something to vote for rather than just
Gotta get them excited.
calling something to vote against. And final point, I note that in the itemization of Trump donors, they're pretty much even across the board. And that's really significant because it means that all different types of people are donating, not just those who are maxed out. And so that will probably bode well for, again, these months moving forward.
Right. Well,
Everybody can donate.
DonaldJTrump.com. 4 years ago, there were signs out there saying the silent majority stands with Trump. And
there's a push. They want to get $18 million.
Not necessarily the national polls, but you look at Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, where right now we're real clear.
Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
In these very important electoral college states, show Biden with a significant lead. My home state of Ohio, not so much, but it is neck and neck. It's a place that Donald Trump won by 8 points just 4 years ago.
They're matching donations.
They're saying that Ohio is basically within the margin of error.
Today and tomorrow.
I'm seeing a lot of signs and
to the end of the month.
Trump, but I'm starting to see some Biden signs too. So, Dan, I want to give the final point to you. Do you think that the silent majority is going to turn it around for Donald Trump? What do you make of these poll numbers, and do you think he can pull it out in these very important swing states in the industrial Midwest that he was able to win by some places like Wisconsin, very, very narrow margins in 2016?
Well, let me make this super fast. You do all realize 2016 is playing out all over again, right? Candidate doesn't visit any of the states and relies on polls showing him 10 points ahead.
Exactly.
That one there. We'll we'll see.
That's what I was saying.
Well, there
He's
was
taking a note from Hillary Clinton.
But point well taken.
And how well did that
Certainly
work
in
out?
Ohio, remember all of that. Well, fastest.
How well did that work out? Joe Biden's gonna be wearing purple come day 4th, November 4th. He's gonna be wearing purple.
Did you know